circulation. So we're accessing these side obliques. We're going to draw this area in. Breathe across the chest, maybe squeeze the scapulae, and then roll to the side, and then move a little bit faster if you can. Have some fun with it. Now, if you're keeping that corsetry around the abdomen, remember that it doesn't want to be super tight to the point where you can't breathe. It wants to be accessible, but not so strict and so strong that it restricts that lateral flexion. So make sure you're okay with that one, please. Inhale, exhale, soften in the middle when you feel you've done enough of those, and you can keep moving while I'm just explaining the next movement. You can carry on. We're just going to finish this with a little bit of a longer stretch or a longer release. So I'm going to tip to the right. Now contract more deeply the right armpit to the hip. Try to not let your chin or your head just collapse. So if you've got a mirror, look so that your face is kind of forward. And then peel up. And remember that idea of possibly letting the hips slide away, but that's your choice. But essentially that would mean you'll feel some more energy passing through. And you, of course, want to protect your knees. So try not to lock out the knees. In fact, at this point, I would even bend the knees and just check that they're not locked. Release the top arm over. Now you're feeling as if you're releasing through the muscle of the skin and the biggest organ of the body, the skin. And then reach that arm away. Now to find more strength here, imagine holding a heavy bag in this right fist. Reach that arm away. And then even hold steady here as you lift that heavy bag. Pick up the heavy bag and lift. And lift, and then pull everything back to center. And I honestly feel that will really fire up those muscles as well for you, as it did for me. Centrally soften, find your midline. Relax the jaw. Diane, take care of those hips, of course, as you think about the lateral flexion. Squeezing left armpit to hip. Just travel to the side enough. And then find if there's any more range available to you. As I said, some of us might explore the lateral hip shifts. It's almost as if you're sliding onto the right outer edge of your foot, but keep grounded. Make sure knees are not locking. Notice the pelvis hasn't rotated. Lift the elbow, reach over. Maybe you're here, and then get hold of that heavy bag. Okay, breathe. Try and get the head in alignment, lift up the heavy bag. If you've decided to pick up weights at this point, it will feel stronger, of course. Maybe inhale, exhale, lift the heavy bag, work through resistance. If you've got no weights, it's fine. Just mentally attune to the idea of that. Really go in a little deeper if you can, and then pull your whole body back to center and swing out those arms. Okay. Take the feet a little wider and then push forward as if you're pressing a real big lump of concrete away from you. So flexing into the wrists, push forward and come out to the side, squeeze the scapulae, press in, press out, in, press out, in. And then here we can pull in as well. So you can pull in as if you're pulling on ropes. Pull, push, press, and pull. Push, press, pull, push, press, pull, pull. Just about 5 more. And then out here, tiny circles for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then up to 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, and forward out to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn palms down, curl in, turn palms up, curl in for 1 and 2 and 3, 4, push away, 5, keep breathing please and smiling, curl in, press away, flexion, press, flex, press, probably 8, 9 and 10, 1 for luck, and then just spiral. Keep those hands pressing away from you. And if you want to spiral all the way and literally turn the head and neck, of course that's fine. Or shoulders down, shoulder blades down the back, and keep the head forward. So you're spiraling the ribs, thoracic, rib basket, and the pelvis. Okay, and release. Fantastic. Shake out the legs. Okay, so we're going to pick up the weights now. I'm going to pick up the 2K. I'm going to be bold. First thing we're going to find today is the front raisers into the arm press back. So refresh your stance. Crown is on top, shoulders are down. As you raise the arms up, and remember they can come all the way above the head. That's really just about how strong you're feeling, what your range is like. And then as you exhale and press through, we move into arm press back. Be careful, all of you, you don't lean back, thrust your pelvis, or back bend and create that tilted pelvis. So remember in Pilates method, we stand firm and create stability. Inhale, exhale. If you don't have weights, you could use 2 quite strong, maybe a shampoo and a conditioner bottle. You know how sometimes they come in those neat pairings, and they can be quite a sort of oval, tubular shape, and they can be quite helpful to hold. Inhale, exhale, as you press through, and then as you imagine lots of strong energy pulling up and pressing back. And this is really to help the tone of the arms add to the tonality of your shoulder girdle and your pelvic girdle. So you might find you've got 10, 12, 15 or 16 of those. Please keep going until you tire. That sense of not creating injury, but being aware of your natural limit, and then just a little bit slightly stepping out of your comfort zone. Inhale, exhale, bring the arms out. We started off with those little W's. We're going back to that kind of shape. And you can always bring the heels together and stand in your V stance if that helps you stay more stable in the legs. Bicep curls number 2. Now again here, you want to feel as if each palm and each dumbbell is on a bungee cord on the wall beside you, and as you squeeze in and out, that you're pulling through resistance. Shoulder blades are down, so you might have to lower your elbows, and you want to feel that you're operating from your center line. So please make sure the shoulder girdle are involved here. In other words, you're not just moving your arms, you are able to move your arms because of those strong attachments to the larger muscles in your center. So that might be again 10, 12, 15, 16. Strongly feel able. And let's release, come to the back of the mat. So we're going to interrupt this bit of practice by moving down into plank and press up. So place your weights down carefully. Standing at the back of your practice mat. As you breathe in and breathe out, let your head nod. Remember, you're leading from the crown. Start to draw in enough tone, maybe a little extra tone, through the center as you roll down. So similar to ragdoll in yoga, Veronica, of course, or Uttanasana. And then mindfully walk forward. Take each step mindfully, coming into your Pilates plank. Now I'm looking at the screen as I press away and finding that alignment. So some of us might recognize that we tend to bring the hips too high and that we are leaning back and we're not committing to the shoulder girdle strength. So anytime we come into this plank position, it is really definitely strong in the shoulder girdle. I'm going to ask you to bring the knees down now, soften the tops of the feet, keeping the arms mat wide or moving wider than your mat, that's your choice. And you can reference this as you feel it. As you bend the elbows, inhale, and then exhale and press back. Now you can be walking the knees further back if you want, but that means you've got to keep that strong energy in your plank-like body. Maybe 6. Maybe 4. Maybe 8. You choose. And a little stretching back as you elongate, come into a shell or even a yoga child's pose. Revisit your plank. Inhale, exhale, and then walk back. Walking back. Find again your Pilates roll down, shake out the head, check that the ankles, knees and hips are aligned, scoop, slide, press through the feet, roll to stand, ease out those shoulders, and then re-find your weights. So, now come to bicep curls 1. So we're going to draw the elbows to the side of the body, stand well, find that you are back in your midline.